Hello, my name is Dwayne Netting, Senior Vice President in New Jersey. I'm here to talk to you today about the LINX2Funds, a smart way to raise money. But before I get started, I'd like to introduce myself to you so we can get a little acquainted with each other. Before 5LINX, I was a real estate developer and a mortgage banker for 27 years. I was building houses in Fresno, California, Atlanta, Georgia, and in Somerset, New Jersey before the market took a turn. And it caught me upside down. $5 million in construction debt, $2 million of value, you do the math. Well, one thing one of my mentors always told me, if it makes sense, it makes dollars. So 4 years ago, I went down to New York City, sat down the front row at the Sheraton Hotel, and took a look at the 5LINX opportunity. Well, one thing that impressed me the most is not just the opportunity for me to make money for myself, but also the ability to help churches and nonprofits and any 501c3 raise capital without no cost whatsoever. And that today is what I'm going to share with you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to fully get this. This business truly is a life-saving opportunity or time-saving opportunity that can really allow you to take advantage of everything, all the essential products and services that people are spending money on every single day. So let's talk about the mission for a second. Let's talk about the mission and objective. One is to create partnerships to help nonprofits raise funds and to develop a win-win solution for groups and supporters. Our company is built on 5 key principles: vision, integrity, opportunity, freedom, and success. Our co-founders, the 3 gentlemen you see at the bottom of your screen, Craig Jurabek, Jeb Tyler, and Jason Guck, combined have over 60 years of experience. Our corporate headquarters is located in Rochester, New York. The facility you see on the top, just to give you an idea of the size of that, it's a 50,000 square foot facility, about the size of a Home Depot. Our company has experienced over 800% growth over the past 4 years, and our core model has always been representatives come first. Now, they call our CEO, Mr. Craig Jurabek, they call him the Bill Gates of the telecommunication business. Reason being is because he's always positioned our company to be in the forefront of telecommunication services. I'm sure everybody remembers a company called Cellular One. Cellular One was one of the first companies that came out when the cell phone industry got started. He was the CEO of that company. Then he moved on to AT&T, and now here he is with us, the CEO of our company. Now, guys, when we say representatives come first, it simply means that we do not advertise, because we all know the best form of advertisement has always been and will always be the word of mouth. But because we don't advertise, I always say that documentation beats conversation 100% of the time. So what I'm going to share with you right now is called third-party credibility. On your screen, you're looking at the magazines. It says one, the top left-hand corner, the Inc. 500, which talks about the fastest-growing top privately held companies in Northern America. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's 500 companies, I'm sure, between where you're living at today and the downtown area of where you're living. This is 500 companies in all of Northern America. Now, we've been featured there not once, not twice, but 4 years in a row, the only telecom and energy-based company to have done so, and we've been in the Inc. 5,000 for 6 years running. Now, top 100 Rochester, we are now the #1 company in Rochester, New York. Now, we're just an 11-year-old company, and to complete that feat, after only being in business 10 years, it now became and amassed to be the #1 company there. Success from Home and Your Business at Home are privately held publications that 5LINX has nothing to do with. They basically do articles on home-based business, and they base it on the integrity of the company. They base it on they look at the credentials of the company, the CEOs. They look at the gross earnings. They look at the employees, and so on and so forth. And when they choose a company, they usually do an article. But in our specific company, they chose to write about us from cover to cover in all 3 issues, here ranging from 2008 all the way to 2011 currently. The magazine you see to the far left is Forbes magazine, an article that was ran in Forbes on 5LINX. Well, on the nonprofit side, let's talk about who is eligible. Any nonprofit 501c3 organization, such as churches, schools, youth sports, team leagues, chambers of commerce, business organizations, and so on and so forth. Any organization with a specified community cause. For an example, if you're a church right now and you have a youth ministry or a prison ministry or a building fund, that's a community cause. Well, guess what? We can now raise funds for that specific cause. Well, LINX2Funds makes a difference. It's easy and it's free to sign up. It's simple, lucrative, and easy to implement, and never any costs, quotas, or time limits. We offer savings on essential services to supporters, members, employees, one-time and residual revenues, and free customized websites. So if you have your own church website, your own nonprofit website, you can add a link that takes you right to the products and services for our LINX2Funds. Or if you do not have neither, if you don't even have a website, we will give you a customized website from beginning to end that features all of our products and services for your nonprofit or your cause. Well, let's talk about the products and compensation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Global LINX is our telephone company. We own it. It's our baby. Now, the thing about this is we offer what's called a DTA box, which is digital telephone adapter, which is home service that gives people calling anywhere from up to anywhere in the United States and 75 countries for $24.95. All the bells and whistles, star 69, call forward, call trace, music on hold, and voicemail. You can also have plans for as low as $14.95 for unlimited calling anywhere in the United States, Puerto Rico, and Canada. We took it a step further and added video technology, and we added a video application that we can download to our HP or our Mac. We call it the GSP-10. It's our version of a Skype or a product. Now, I want you to understand something. Video technology has been out for many, many, many years. Everybody's familiar with Skype, and everybody's familiar with Uvu, and so on and so forth. But what most people do not realize, that those products and those companies contributes to the largest, fastest growing crime in America, called identity theft, because those products are totally unsecure. So people could just snatch your information right out of cyberspace. Where our GSP-10 is completely secure, from IP address to IP address. It gives you the 4-person video technology where it can also communicate to our home phones, our home video phones, as well as our mobile cell phones. So you can talk and to 4 people anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, for as low as $14.95. Now understand, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a nonprofit or you're a pastor or a 501c3 or a CDC that's listening to this webinar, looking at this call for the first time, we will pay that church or nonprofit up to $10 on the upfront bonuses every time a constituent or a parishioner or anybody buys from your website. We'll pay you $10 up front for one of our Global LINX services. We also will pay you $2 a month in residual income. That is indefinitely. As long as these customers maintains those bills or those services, you will get paid that $2 with no time limit whatsoever. And the beautiful thing about the cost of the prices, that also stays the same for your customer. The $14.95 plan will be there for life, never goes up. Wireless phones, our cell phones. In today's day and age, everyone has a cell phone. Now, we represent, as a third-party vendor, we represent all the major carriers: Verizon Wireless, T-Mobile, Sprint, Nextel, Alltel. We also represent prepaid, such as Boost, Virgin, and so on and so forth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand where we're sitting. When the church or somebody offers the service to their parishioners or just anybody that buys from the church's website or this nonprofit's website, we will pay $5 in upfront money plus $1 a month per that 24-month contract. Now, when the person goes to renew their service, as long as they renew their lines under that church's website, you'll get another $5 up front and another $1 a month residual income for that new service. Now, we market every major carrier except for AT&T, because AT&T, about a year or so ago, decided to try to purchase T-Mobile, and they terminated all third-party contracts. But what has since happened is the government stopped that transition, and now AT&T is no longer in the process of acquiring T-Mobile, and they will soon be adding all their third-party vendors back, and at that time, we will be distributing a distributor for them as well as we were in the past. Satellite TV, Dish Network, and DirecTV, the two largest satellite providers in the country. We will pay up to $5 up front plus $1 a month per 36-month contract period. Home security. We are the number one, or we represent the number one home security company in the country called Protect America. It's backed by a company called GE, General Electric, and was recently rated just this past year, surpassing giants like ADT and Sloman Shield. There's no upfront bonuses, but there is a $2 a month residual income every single time someone pays their bill on their home security system, and that is also indefinite. And it's a completely state-of-the-art system, completely wireless. It talks to you, tells your front door open, back door open, side door open, and so on and so forth. Identity protection. Like I said earlier, identity theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in America. And just like you protect your car and you protect your home, you have insurance just in case something happens. We hope we never have to use it, but just in case someone breaks into our cars or homes, we have that insurance to protect it. Well, our identity protection theft or guide is the same exact situation, where we will give you $25,000 worth of insurance protection, as well as monitor all three credit bureaus. The cost of that service is $14.95 per month, and out of that we will pay the church or the nonprofit $1 per month indefinitely. Then we have Business Elite and text alerts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay attention here. The number one advertising campaign in America today is a product called text alerts. See, its surveys have shown over the past year or so that 1 out of 12 people who receive an email from an unknown source will actually open it up. Now, I don't know about you, but I have about 10,000 unopened emails. However, a text, if this survey also shows, 11 out of 12 people that receives a text from an unknown number will not only look at it, but they will look at it and read it within the first 5 minutes of receiving it. And that is major when you can reach out to the masses in a short period of time and get your information across at one time. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our competition charges anywhere between $20 to $1,500 for this service. We have a service called Business Elite that combines the text alerts and our merchant service that you see at the bottom. It also has a thing on it called webinars. Like you may be looking at a webinar right now from this presentation. And I'm going to tell you something. Our average cost of the webinars from our competition, like GoToMeetings, anywhere between $50 to $100 a month. Then you have a thing called tech services. Tech services, ladies and gentlemen, is when your computer breaks down or your laptop or desktop, and we run it over to Best Buy, and we inquire with a company called the Geek Squad. They're going to charge us anywhere between $150 to $300 just to do a diagnostics of the computer, where we will remotely take over your computer, and let's say you have a virus, we'll fix that virus and clean it out for you, or we'll remotely take over your computer and fix the problem. If we cannot fix the problem, we will send a technician to your home, church, or business, and you will pay 60% less than what it would ordinarily have cost you. The last of the services is a product called VIP discounts. Now, VIP discounts, ladies and gentlemen, is where you can basically put in any zip code from across the country, anywhere in the United States, and it will give you immediate discounts on restaurants, hotels, car rentals, entertainment such as golfing and movies, and etc. Also give you discounts on groceries, manufacturer coupons that you can utilize over and over again. All 5 of these services, including the merchant service that you see at the bottom, is also inclusive in the Biz Elite. Money Magazine, front page, June 2011, simply stated that our merchant services will be increasing our fees from 3 to 5% in 2012. Now, ladies and gentlemen, who does that affect? That affects us 100%. Because in today's day and time, very few people utilize cash. We all use our debit or credit cards to do transactions. Additionally, we can now offer to these small merchants, we guarantee to beat their current rates. And if we cannot beat their current rate, we will give them $250 in a cash card just for the ability to allow us to do a free analysis on their behalf. When we beat their rate, we will still offer them $100 to $250 for the switch to pay any early cancellation fees they may have acquired from another company. Also, we are the only merchant service carrier to contribute on that merchant's behalf without no cost to the merchant, $25 for the cure of breast cancer to the Susan G. Komen Fund. In addition to that, we will contribute 5% of every swipe that comes through that merchant's terminal to the cure of breast cancer, Susan G. Komen, without no extra cost to that merchant whatsoever. Now, the merchant services, the text alerts, and those other 3 products are rolled up into the Biz Elite product as one product that we offer to the consumer for $49.95, decreasing their cost of advertising anywhere between 30 to 40% and possibly increasing revenues anywhere between 35 to 45%. When we market that to a small business or a merchant or a church or a nonprofit like yourself, you will receive, and starting at $5 per month, and can increase depending upon the text campaign, indefinitely. If a person just took the merchant services as a standalone product, we will pay the church or your nonprofit from $50 to $200. Actually, it's $50 for the first account you acquire, $100 for the second account, $150 for the third account, and $200 for the fourth account and every account thereafter that church or that nonprofit acquires. You also will receive, starting at $2.50 per month with a minimum of $1,000 of monthly billing. Now, we just recently landed a Lexus car dealership that have monthly swipes of $279,000. You do the math. At $2.50 per thousand, that's not a bad monthly return with one customer. This is indefinite. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, all these products and all these services that you see here that we can offer to the nonprofit or the church is products and services that are not luxuries or niceties, but they are necessities. Because in today's day and age, everybody uses a cell phone. Everybody's watching TV. Everybody's making phone calls all over the country. Well, in addition to that, we have what's called one-time bonuses. We call them benchmarks. This is all based off our Global Links and Text Alert customers. Once a church or a nonprofit acquires 25 customers, now regardless of time, whether it's 30 days, 3 days, 30 months, 3 years, once you acquire that 25 customers, we will pay a benchmark bonus, one-time bonus of $250. Once it acquires 100 customers, we will pay $1,000. And once you acquired 500 customers, we will pay out $5,000. Once you acquire 2,000 customers, $10,000. And ladies and gentlemen, once you acquire 10,000 customers, we will pay to the nonprofit or to the church to use at their own discretion $50,000. I'm sure that can make a huge difference in the community cause that you have going on right now. So let me give you another example of income for your church or nonprofit. When your organization obtains 500 Global Links Text Alert customers, now you're going to earn ways over 5 to 6 ways here. The first one you're going to earn is your organization is going to earn $1,000 in monthly residuals because you got the 500 customers times the $2 monthly residual. That's $1,000 monthly residual month after month, year after year, as long as those customers pays those bills. The company's also going to earn $5,000 in upfront bonus. Because remember, we pay $10 in upfront money for each Global Links and Text Alert customer. So that's $5,000 in upfront bonus money. Then the organization is going to own the milestone bonuses because each one of them, as you hit each one, you're going to get the specific bonus. For an example, when the organization just does their first 25 customers, it's going to earn $250. When the organization does 100 customers, it's going to earn $1,000. And when the organization does its 500 customers, it's going to earn $5,000. That's a total of $11,250 in bonus money and $1,000 a month in residual income, an additional $12,000 a year. Imagine what you can do with that. And that's just based on 500 customers. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when you refer other nonprofit organizations, we will allow you to earn money off of what they do. Now, you're not recruiting anybody. You're not affecting your 501c3 status whatsoever. Because think of it this way. Just like when you have your bake sales and fish fries and car washes, well, how you bring the money in is one thing. That's just your own prerogative. Same things here. You're earning money by these products and services. When you refer to us, another church, another nonprofit, it does not cost that nonprofit no money whatsoever to get in. But every time they do a customer, we will pay you a 20% override based on their monthly residuals. So let's just use the last example that we use with you. If that same company did 500 customers and earned $1,000 in monthly residual income, we will pay you $200 just because you referred them to us per month. Is that exciting? Well, in summary, LINX2Funds is simple, creative, and easy to implement. It produces revenue from everyday services, and it creates one-time and residual funds. Getting started is very simple by completing and submitting your LINX2Funds application along with your 501c3 status and your IRS forms. Introduce LINX2Funds to your organization and introduce the LINX2Funds to other 501c3 organizations. Again, LINX2Funds is the smart way to raise money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do at this point is kind of segue into the for-profit opportunity. Because what we have found out is that as we introduce this to the directors of nonprofits and to the pastors of churches and CDCs, that we realize that something, they themselves personally need to have some retirement income coming in as well. With today's job market, our jobs are not guaranteed. And what we also find as pastors, as they love to preach God's word, would like to free up their time so they can do more of preaching God's gospel. Same thing with the director of that small merchant. They like to free up their time so they can put more into that community cause or their nonprofit or whatever their cause may be. So what we are able to do is put you in on the for-profit side and enroll the nonprofit underneath yourself. One of the products you see on your screen right now is a product only available on the for-profit side, not available on the nonprofit side. It is now taking advantage of the newest and current deregulation in America going on today called our utility deregulation, our gas and our electric. This industry, ladies and gentlemen, is a $500 billion industry. And now the days of Con Ed and PSE&G, PPNL, Dominion, all the major conglomerates, they're being broken up all across America. Whenever you can give the consumers a choice and open up for free enterprise, it brings the cost of your gas and electric down. This industry, ladies and gentlemen, is 10 times the size of telecom. We offer residential and commercial, natural gas and electric. We have solar energy in the West Coast and soon getting ready to bring solar energy here to the East Coast. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we segue into this compensation on the for-profit side, I want you to understand something. We earn money 12 different ways. If you're anything like me, your name and your reputation should mean more to you than any money we could ever pay you. So we want you to start with yourself. The 20 you see on your screen represents products and services that we offer. Now I'm going to take you through a normal course of the day. Because ladies and gentlemen, when I got involved in this business, as I saw the opportunity for the first time, as my mentors always told me, if it makes sense, it makes dollars. And it made absolute sense to me to get paid on products and services that we're going to spend money on anyway. I'm going to take you through a normal course of a day. And when I share a product with you, I'm going to show you that's how we just get paid. Because we get paid to refer people to utilize products and services that they're going to use anyway. So let me take you through this normal course. Let's say you just got off this webinar and you're watching this DVD and you picked up your cell phone. You just got paid. You went home, you took the security code off your alarm system. You just got paid. You sit down and check a few emails. You just got paid. You turned on NBC News. You just got paid. You made a few phone calls to business associates all across the country. You just got paid. And you sent a text to remind them of the meeting. You just got paid. And last but by far not least, you cut your lights on and off. You just got paid. Now think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't we do that every single day? The only difference is somebody else is getting paid. So if you're anything like me, like I said earlier, your name and your reputation should mean more to you than any money I could ever pay you. So you want to start with yourself. Personally, I was spending $445 a month for 4 office lines in Newark, New Jersey. I kept my phone number, ported it over to Global Links, and I dropped my bill to $105. 70% savings. And I got 4 points, 1 point per line. Second thing I had the Verizon Freedom Package. I'm sure y'all remember that. There's nothing free about that package, is it? $59.95 unlimited. By the time you got your bills, 13 pages, 8213. I kept my phone number, ported it over to Global Links, and I dropped my bill to $24.95. And I got another point, total of 5. I had ADT Home Security. Well, ADT don't pay me, so I went over to Protect America. Last I had is AT&T cell phones. And when I began 4 years ago, AT&T came out with a phone called the Blackjack 2. That phone was selling in the stores for $379. We had that phone on our website for 1 penny. Ladies and gentlemen, it was blackjacks for everybody. Me, the dog, the kids, everybody got a blackjack. Bottom line, we were 17 of our 20 customer points, and we saved $605 per month before we made any money in this business. At that point, we felt very secure, very confident to introduce this to our family, our friends, our colleagues, and our associates, because we understand that every day is a good day to save some money. Once we get you to 20 customer points, we will pay you $500. The second thing we're going to do, we're going to ask you, who do you know? Do you know at least 2 people anywhere in the world that's overworked and underpaid? Most of them are in the same household with the same last name. Yes, yes. When we introduce this to them and it makes sense to them as it does to you, we will compensate you an additional $250. Ladies and gentlemen, that is $750 in your first 30 days, and you still don't know what we do. Now, this next screen here is the most important screen of the entire presentation. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to share with you is an opportunity to have a shift in your mindset. See, most of us grew up with parents that told us, go to school so we can get a good job. And get a good job that pays good dollars. It also has good benefits. But in today's day and age, the good jobs, the quote-unquote government jobs, are not there no more. Because back in the early days, our parents could only get those government jobs and so on and so forth. Well, now you and I have an opportunity to play in the free enterprise system. See, what's the beautiful thing about this business, we are going to show you how to get paid while you sleep. We're going to show you how to get paid not in a linear environment, but in a residual environment. Because a linear environment is what we are all accustomed to. That's where you exchange hours for dollars. You go to work, you give them 40 hours to get a paycheck. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Here, we're going to show you how to do something one time and get paid for the life of the customer. For an example, how many times have you had a gas and electric bill? How many times do you have to set that account up? One time. And if you don't pay it, what happens? They shut you off. And then you find the money and you pay the bill again. Same thing with your cell phone. Every one of you know that's listening to this call, you know you could be heading to a meeting and left your cell phone home. How many times do you turn around and go get it? It became our lifeline. Well, these are all products that people go to maintain regardless whether they're homeless, regardless they're losing every dime they got. If you look at it, studies say, surveys show, homeless people are using their cell phones. People are not paying rent, they're not paying their mortgage, but every single person is watching TV and checking the internet. So let me show you how this works. Let's just say, Pastor, that you decide to get involved. Well, the most beautiful thing about this business, because we know you're busy, that you will be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. It's not a cliche, it's an absolute fact. Pastor, when you make money, we make money. So we want you to make as much money as you possibly can. So let's say you got started and you introduced us to 3 people of similar mind, and they got started. What's so nice about this, Pastor, we're going to pay you $250 just for the introduction. But your money does not pay their bills. So they're going to do what you did to get what you got. So what happens for you is your organization starts to grow exponentially. It grows by tens, hundreds, and thousands of people that you're going to receive money or a little piece of everything they do. So let me give you an example. Let's just say 20 people came into the network. Everybody did their 20 billing customers or their services to get their $500. Nothing more, nothing less. We pay CV, which stands for commissionable value, that ranges from $2 to $25 on the for-profit side. But let's just talk about 50 cents for a second. 50 cents on those 20 people and those 20 customers, a total of 400 customers, will pay you $200 month after month, year after year, as long as those customers pays those bills. I'm sure that would make it, they will pay a bill or two in your household. But in our world, this just lets you know the cash machine's working. Now your team grows to 200 people, and everybody's still doing their 20 customers for their $500. Same 50 cents, total of 4,000 customers. You are now earning $2,000 part-time, just based on a 50 cents analogy. That's $24,000 a year. Would that change your lifestyle? Will that change the house you're living in? Will that change the car that you're driving? Absolutely. But guess what? You're not going to stay at 50 cents. What happens if you just got $1? Now you're at 4,000. What happens if you got $2? Now you're at 8,000. If you just got $4 at the same 200 people and the same 20 customers, you're at $16,000 a month, whether you get up or not. Like I said, getting paid while we sleep. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that takes time. So that's growing in the background. We have what's called right now money. The right now money works like this. We all begin our journey as an IMR, which stands for Independent Marketing Representative, which means the bills that we pay, home phone, internet, cell phone, home security, and our gas and electric, portions of those bills become taxable write-offs to us. So let's just say you bring in an individual and they're not quite as good as you. They didn't do the 20 customer points, but they did do 10. They didn't get the 3 people, but 2 signed up with them. That's still good enough to promote them to our first executive position called an executive trainer, ET for short. We will pay them a $350 bonus just for hitting the position within their first 30 days. But more important than the bonuses, we will now pay them $25 weekly, every Friday, $25 per person that joins their network worldwide. If 10 people join their business on Tuesday and get qualified, that's $250 to them on Friday. And then we're going to show them exactly what they need to do to get a promotion, unlike our jobs. See, at the ED position, which stands for Executive Director, once you help other people get to where they want to be, I always say a blessing is not a blessing until you bless somebody else. So when you bless 2 of your friends, become executive trainer, and help them get their $350 bonus, by default, you will get promoted to an executive director. And if you hit that position within your first 60 days, we will compensate you an additional $750 bonus. But more important than the bonuses, you now become eligible to get paid on what you and other people do. So for example, if you're an executive director and you have your 2 executive trainers, your executive trainers does 10 people each that month. They made $250 respectfully for the month. But because you are the executive director, we will compensate you $60 per person that joined their business. That's $600 for your first executive trainer and $600 for your second, for a total of $1,200. And because we're still helping you build your network and still helping you build your business, anybody you personally introduce, we will pay you the $60 and the $25 for a total of $85 per person that joins your network. If 10 people join that way, that's $850 to you on Friday. At the level of national director, what starts to happen to you here, ladies and gentlemen, you start to have a mind shift. You start realizing I can do this business. At the ET and the ED levels, you're starting to realize I'm learning while I'm earning, but you know something? It's part-time. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. By the time you hit the national director position, which is ND for short, you now become eligible for monthly bonuses that range from $500 to $7,500 per month. You also earn $55 for any single person that comes to your network, and $140 for anybody you personally introduce or any IMR you personally work with. If 10 people join your business on Tuesday, that's $1,400 to you on Friday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this becomes a game changer. I'll tell you why. Because at this position, you start having that mind shift. You start realizing that, you know what? I can create what's called legacy income. See, the best gift we can give our children is the gift of entrepreneurship. You can now leave something behind. Let me share a story with you real quick. My daughter, when she turned 18 years of age, my birthday gift to her was an IMR. I took her to Hampton University to get an education. But I realized that our college institutions only teaches our children how to work for other people. They do not teach our children how to work for themselves. My daughter was taking a class in Hampton called the entrepreneurship class. Well, who had a professor that never was self-employed, who told my daughter that these type of businesses do not work. Well, let me share with you what happened. At that time, my daughter was an executive director. When I took her to Hampton University, T-Mobile came out with a phone called the Sidekick. That phone was selling in the stores for $400. We had that phone for $99 on our website. I grabbed some of my fraternity brothers in Hampton. I said, this is my daughter. She got the Sidekick for $99. Spread the word. They were lined up in Hampton cafeteria like it was giving away free chicken. My daughter did 21 customer points on the Sidekick. I then went to Cleveland, Ohio, and talked to my cousin, who was a realtor, who introduced me to a young man that worked in the hospital named Mr. Chico Taylor. Based on the efforts of Mr. Taylor and my cousin, Miss Jackson, my daughter was compensated $3,100 for the week. I told her to go to class on Friday and open up your laptop and show your professor your running account balance. The professor called me up, apologized to me. He let my daughter teach the class that day, and he ended up joining the business. See, understand something, ladies and gentlemen. This is now 4 years later. My daughter's now graduating this coming May of 2012. She has close to over 1,000 customers that she's getting paid on. She's a national director with 2 national directors underneath her. She will work because she wants to work and not because she has to work. We've now changed the whole lifestyle. That's what this business is about. See, as Senior Vice President and Platinum Senior Vice President, we get paid $30 and $5 respectfully and $170 to $175 per person that we introduce. But let me show you how they reward the leadership. See, as Senior Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you 5,000 shares of stock options. Let me tell you how big that is to you. First of all, I'm sure everybody's heard of a company called Google. Do you realize before Google went public, they had a thing called the IPO, which stood for Initial Public Offering. They basically offered stock options to all their employees, receptionists, secretaries, janitors, and so on and so forth. Well, the day Google went public, it made Wall Street history by creating 900 instant millionaires in one day. That's going to happen here. The other perks are nice too. We're going to send you to BMW.com, allow you to choose any BMW of your choice, from a 3 Series to a 7 Series, a hardtop, a drop top. It don't make a difference. 2 conditions. One's got to be custom and 2, it's got to be silver. We pay up to $800 per month for the note. When the car's paid off, you still get the $800 for gas and tolls. You get a Global LINX bonus. You get a $3 bonus for every Global LINX customer coming in through your network. You get an all-expense paid vacation for 2. Now, we all can agree the best vacation to take is the one that somebody else is paying for. And you get an expense account from $500 to $1,500 per month to travel the country to build your organization. And the last but not least, the last thing you receive that you do not see on the screen is they just recently added 5 senior vice president, platinum senior vice presidents has the ability now to earn monthly bonuses that ranges from $2,000 to $50,000 per month. Our top positions, that is a platinum senior vice president. You keep all the benefits of senior vice president, including the BMW. We just upgrade your vehicle to Bentley Motors and allow you to choose any Bentley of your choice. We will pay up to $4,000 per month for the note. Same 2 conditions prevail. 1, it's got to be custom, and 2, it's got to be silver. If the Bentley you choose is less than $4,000, we put that difference through the platinum pool. Now, personally, I'm not a swimmer, but I'd swim in that pool all day long. They take a few dollars for every customer, a few dollars for your business partner, and that acts as a bonus check for all of our platinum senior vice presidents. 4 years ago, when I began this journey, our platinum pool was $127,000 plus. One couple earned it, Steve and Pasha Carter out of Dallas, Texas. 3 years later, this past January 2012, the platinum pool for 2011 grew to $1.1 million. That 13 people split. You're talking about bonus checks that range from $125,000 to $85,000. Would you be all right with that? I said that too. You get another 5,000 shares of stock options. Ladies, you get a diamond pendant with 60 carats of diamonds on it. And gentlemen, you don't have to pay for the Giants to get your Super Bowl ring, because here you get it through 5 links with 60 carats of diamonds on that too. So as I start to close, I want you to understand something. There's 3 questions every businessman and every businesswoman should ask themselves before they ever make a business decision. The first question is, 1, does it make sense? Does it make sense to get paid on products and services that they're going to spend money on anyway? Absolutely. The second question is this. You know, nothing for nothing leaves nothing. So it's going to cost you something. You can begin as low as $99, but that only allows you to get paid on what you personally do. But the position of choice is that of the independent marketing representative. For $249, you have the ability to market all of our products and services. You get a personalized website. Because we're in such a fast-paced business in telecom and energy, we don't want you buying a bunch of products and services and storing them in your garage. You can get a website that is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and it never closes. And you don't have to be there. You could do somebody's triple play in the West Coast, cut somebody's gas and electric on in the East Coast, and get paid every month that they pay their bills before you start your day at work. You have access to what's called future services. We just went from hardware to software. By downloading video technology to our cell phones, any of our Android lines or any Apple products, iPhone, iPad, iPod 2, we can download our video app that communicates to our GSP10 through the computers and communicates to our video phone services. We also going to launch our own tablet called the 5LINX Velocity. See, front and rear camera, high definition, 1080 resolution. I'm going to tell you something. We're unleashing this to the world in April for $229. Then you have access to energy. Energy in select markets. We're in 19 residential states and 26 commercial. We have solar energy in the West Coast, soon to have it in the East Coast. And by the end of the year, we'll be the largest distributor of natural gas and energy. You have cab bonuses, open line bonus, and quick start bonus. Well, the last question one should ask themselves is not how much is going to cost me, but how much can I make? It's called your ROI, the return on my investment. Now I'm going to show you how simple this really is. See, all the $249 is an investment into your financial future. I'm going to show you in the first 30 days how to take that $249 investment and turn it into a $750 return. As you all know, nothing for nothing leaves nothing, so you got to do something. Well, here, let me show you how simple. First of all, our monthly expense to run our company is $49.95. For that, you get 2 websites, a virtual office that attracts every business partner and every customer that comes into your network. The second thing you get is a personalized website that has all of your products and all your services on it. The third thing you get is your free credit consultation for you. And the fourth thing you get is a 5LINX, my 5LINX app that allows you to run your business, presentation, videos, and everything right from your smartphone or your tablet. You get all that for $49.95, and you get 3 customer points that goes along with it. Then I want you to go home and look at your bills and ask yourself a simple question. You're going to say, self, yes. Would you like to save some money? Absolutely. And look at your triple play. The average cost of the triple play after the $99 promotion ranges from $150 to $200. We're going to take that triple play and break it up. We're going to give you satellite TV, Dish or Direct for $34.95. We're going to give you the same internet, same carriers, Time Warner, AT&T, Verizon Fios, Comcast, Cablevision, Cox, Clear, Charter. Same carriers that ranges from $19.95 to $40, depending upon which one you choose. And we're going to take your same phone number and port it over to our global link service and drop the bill to $14.95. You add them all up, you can spend about $95, including tax. You're saving right there anywhere between $50 to $100 a month. And I just gave you 3 more points, 1 point per service. Plus the 3 points for signing up, you have 6. If you're listening to this call and you live in a state that we do gas and electric, if you're going to do gas and electric, you might as well do it from yourself and pick up 2 points for that. Now you're at 8. If you ever wanted to be wealthy, ladies and gentlemen, you have to go where wealthy people are at. If you want to be broke, you hang with broke people. Every quarter we have a national convention where the co-founders and our top producers come together for a 3-day seminar and teach us how to build our company to the levels that they got theirs. And we give you 2 points just to attend. Now you're at 10. How many people did you talk to? Nobody. You talk to yourself. And we just paid you $100. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to host 4 grand openings or show this video to as many people as you can. But you're going to host 4 grand openings. We call them PBR, stands for Private Business Receptions, where you invite family and friends to come to your home or your business, wherever you do business at. And one of our executives is going to show up to your home and present this opportunity on your behalf. Let me show you what's going to happen. You're either going to get a customer or you can get a business partner, because every day is a good day to save some money. See, this business is not for everybody. So the ones it's not for, they'll become your customers. So the other 10 customers are going to come from those people for a total of 20. That now gives you another $400 for a total of $500. But then you are going to get a person that signs up. When that first person signs with you, that will promote you to the level of trainer and pay you a $50 bonus. And when the second person signs up, that's going to promote you to the level of an executive trainer and pay you another $200 on top of that for a total of $250. So you have $500 for the 20 customer points and $250 for your 2 business partners, equating to $750 in your first 30 days, just from helping a few people. That's a triple return on your $249 investment. So ladies and gentlemen, there's 3 types of people in every presentation that we do. The first person says it sounds good, it looks good, but it's not for me. And we respect this because this is not for everybody. All we simply say is get back with the person who showed you this DVD or give it to the person who introduced us to you and become their customer, because every day is a good day to save some money. The second person says it sounds good, it looks good, I'm in, but I got a few questions. Great. Get back with the person who shared this opportunity with you and get your questions asked. Do a 3-way conversation with their upline senior vice president and get all your questions answered. You'll be in business for yourself but not by yourself. You have plenty of training and support. You have an online 5 links university that teaches you this business. As a matter of fact, you cannot get promoted from ET to Platinum Senior Vice President without doing the university, because we want the people in New Jersey saying the same exact thing as the people in Texas, saying the same exact thing as the people in Canada. You get your personal website, your business reporting, your local, your regional, and your national training events. And the very last person, the person says it sounds good, it looks good. You could have shut up 10, 15 minutes ago. I was there when I saw the BMW. Excellent. Well, on your screen right now is our online application. I want you to get back with the person who shared this DVD. Get their website, log on. Click on the 5 links opportunity section of their website and begin to enroll yourself. See, when you enroll, the $249 that you pay is 100% tax deductible because you are purchasing a home-based business. Now, if the church, if you're signing up for the LINX2Funds only, there is no cost whatsoever, no monthly cost or no enrollment fee at all. But this is just for the for-profit side. So, Pastor, you will sign your name as an IMR, and then you will enroll your church underneath you for free. This does not affect unemployment, nor does it affect disability. You can enroll as an individual or as a business. Either way makes no difference to us. We need your Social Security or your tax ID. You choose your starting position, IMR or CR. You choose yes for your platinum services and get your 3 points. You choose yes to register yourself for the national convention and get another 2 points. You're now at 5. We take credit card, debit card, or check. The preferred method is credit card or debit card. Before you even get your statement in 30 days, we will take that $249 investment and turn it into a $750 return. So I want to thank you for taking the time out and listening to this DVD or listening to this webinar. And understand, ladies and gentlemen, your future totally depends on what you do. I look forward to helping each and every one of you get to the top of this conversation and start living your dreams. Because remember, tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's a mystery and today's history. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to end with this. I want you to understand where you're sitting at and think about something for a second. Knowing what you know today about the cell phone industry and Microsoft, would you have invested every dime you had because you already saw the results? Absolutely you will. Video technology is here whether you like it or not, and energy is 10 times the size of that. We are living it. So you're going to have some people coming off as a guest watching this video and teaching people how to earn masses of income years from now because you have taken advantage of an opportunity. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I thank each and every one of you for taking the opportunity to listen to this DVD, and I truly look forward to sharing life in abundance in the beaches of the world. Have a great night. This webinar on DVD